Good day, ladies and germs. How do we all do? Footrest is coming out. I was meant to do this while stream started. I am immensely sleep deprived today. Holy, it is unreal. Man has not been kind to his body, and you know what? Kind of regret that decision. I do not feel good. I do not sound good, to be fair. But I have not yet spoken today, really. Like, you know when you wake up and you're like, you don't really talk, and then when you do, you're like, oh no. Yeah, it's been one of those days. It's not until now I'm hearing my own voice and going, uh-oh. I am also kind of sick as well, to be fair, so I have been, like, you know, when, like, you're not ill, like, you're not actively sick, but you've got all the beginning symptoms. Like, you know it's on the way. That's how I feel today. The voice is going. I sound like shit. My nose is a little stuffy. And I'm like, uh-oh. Oh dear. I suspect in the next day or two, I am going to wake up one of these mornings and be like, uh-oh. It's all over. So that's going to be fun. But yes, today, the Yon plan is to, first of all, gather some moss. Also, I would like to build some tree. I'll kind of figure out, I guess, what we're doing with this custom forest kind of area. Is this... Hello? Not that I need it, I have an iron farm, but... Is this a vein? Question mark? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I feel like I would have seen more by now. Damn, it's disappointing. I always get excited when I see iron next to tuff, because I'm like, ooh, big ore vein. Not even for the actual iron at this point, it's like for the ores, because decorative. Like, I actually quite like the raw ore blocks. They are pretty good for building in a lot of cases. The raw iron is a good one. I really like raw copper, actually, in like an orangey palette. I used it for my redwoods trees a while back, and that worked really well. I don't think I'm going to do redwoods in this world, though. I'm not sure. I might add maybe one or two as like a unique point of interest. But I don't think they're going to be like the main type of tree. I think we're going to go for more of like a pine sort of look. Also, this is a lot of clay. I actually kind of want to gather some of this. I don't really have much. Well, I don't have any. One thing I would like to be able to do, can I do this? No. I would like to add a crafting recipe. And maybe even a couple. There's a couple of things like that where you can like unpack stuff. So like I've got a few. 3 vanilla tweaks. The unpacking wool, nether warts, that kind of thing into like string and the plants. I think clay would be a good addition to that. To be able to unpack the clay blocks into clay balls. It makes sense. I don't want to have to place these down and then pick them back up again, you know. Although the actual clay block is actually pretty nice. I might find a use for that somewhere. I've been playing around with... I've been playing around with ideas for the river as well. I'll show it once I get back up. But I've done quite a bit of work on the river area. in particular. Like, and you saw I started a bridge. I don't know whether I want to do a custom riverbed or not. I don't know whether to give it a custom shape or whether to just line it with mud, that kind of thing. We'll go take a look. I can show y'all. But I've been thinking about it, and I'm not sure. I might just leave it as is. I think it would look better if we did do something with it. But it's a lot of work for not a lot of gain, to be honest. I might just drown it in seagrass and call it a day. So you can see this is how it looks at the moment. You know, this kind of side where it's just kind of goes into some slabs. There's a couple areas where we would probably want to smooth it out a bit, like here and whatnot, so we can slab it. But then over here, I started, yeah, doing this. And it looks okay. I do like it, actually. I'd prefer it without, like, the sand and stuff. I think it would look fine with dirt, too. But, I don't know. I don't know whether to just place the blocks on top of what's already there and then go with that kind of shape, or whether to, like, dig it out and make a custom shape for the riverbed as well. I don't know yet. We're gonna see. Right, I came up there to get moss. Just wanted to replace this. I wanted to add some mossy patches to the bridge. Like a little one here. Maybe another kind of bigger one here. Sure, and then another smaller one here. And then, do I have grass? No. I need some shearers. Just want to throw like a couple of ferns or pieces of grass on there. On the bridge here. Probably grass, not ferns, but I'm not sure. One more grass. That seems like too much. Let's get rid of that. And that. I think that's good. Maybe we, on those open moss blocks, we do like a carpet maybe, just to give it an extra bit of depth maybe. Yeah. And then in the gravel areas, I want to maybe throw in some like cobblestone. Just kind of like break up that texture a little bit. I was originally going to have this be a wooden bridge, but I much prefer the gravel look. I'm not sure it particularly makes that much sense, like, you know, having gravel and rock supported by wood, but it looks good. I don't care. Like a smidge of andesite every now and then. One there, one there, one there. One there, one there, and we'll throw one there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I do want more. So hello Phil, how do you do? So hydrate. You're going to be disappointed in me. My hydration is not healthy today. Man has a monster. I've been drinking them quite a lot lately. I haven't been drinking monsters recently. I barely like drank them for the last few years, but I don't know why. In like the last couple of weeks, I've been really fucking with them. Especially the... I don't really like most energy drinks, to be fair. That's why I don't really drink them. But in particular, the Mango Monster, oof, it just hits. Like, you know, and just you have that one particular thing which just it always hits. That's Mango Monster for me. I didn't think about the fact I had no mud. Oh, I've got to go all the way out to the bloody place now. Unless I rip up the custom riverbed. It's not a bad idea. I kind of don't like it at the minute, but it's fine. We'll head out to the mangrove. Yeah, how are you doing, Flopper? But that away, take that. I find it so funny. I think I might have messed up the configs for Tom's storage because he's supposed to have a level 4 beacon, like a max size one, to be able to gain access to this anywhere. But because I've chunk loaded it, I think I may have, or I've maybe messed up a setting somewhere that lets me do it, but I should not be able to grab the entire thing. That I shouldn't be able to open in the nether as well. But I think I messed up config, maybe. I don't know. Because initially I disabled it in the server. I actually can't remember if I'm even going to the right place. Jungle Mangrove is like right at the end, isn't it? Yeah. I'm watching my camera. The behind me there, the gentlemen were awake. I was wondering if you'd be able to see a little rat fellow running around behind me, but I think they've gone back to bed now. They were awake a moment ago. Oh, well, he's another. Okay, mud. Also bed. Goodbye. I probably could do with gathering up a bunch of mangrove wood too. I really don't have much left. But I think for now I'm going to leave it, I think. I'm pretty sure I've got some sapli, or propagule, whatever they're called. They'll do. Also, this may just be me misremembering things. I swear mud used to be deeper than this in a mangrove. Yeah, like look at this. This is like 4 blocks deep, and over here it's like 2. Unless it was taller than that and I'd already like skimmed off the top, maybe? I don't know. I remembered it being deeper. However, I will admit the mud breaking sound, very satisfying. It is good stuff. You know, I always need dirt, why not? I'll grab a bit. I've used so much like grass and dirt as well on this project already, it's unreal. that's probably enough for what we want to do here. Oh yeah, be more than enough. I'm going to need a lot more for the custom riverbed, but I can't lie, I've been doing it with dirt and then just running around with a bottle under the water and just doing it that way. That bed can stay there, you know what, it's fine. Do I have cocoa beans here? I actually don't know if I picked any of these up. Let's grab a couple. I think I did. I would have been dumb not to, but I always grab them when I see them, because knowing me, I probably made brown dye for something at some point and then used all of it and then didn't realize I needed to grow more. I do want to try at some point. I've got an idea for... Cocoa bean farms are pretty easy, right? You just make a big wall of jungle log, stick some pistons up and down on one end, on either end. You let it grow, press the button, it just goes, breaks them all off, job done. But I kind of want to make like a micro farm. So you look at the log, you hold right click, it bone meals, and then every third tick, because I'm pretty sure that the growing of cocoa beans is quite deterministic. It always uses 3 bone meal. It's not like a sapling where it can use a set amount and it always progresses a stage when you bone meal it. So that might be good. Like, we can just go bap, 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 and then fire a piston. And repeat. I'm sure there's ways to do that. Anyway, we needed this, because... Oh, I need wheat. Oh, dear. I have none. Please tell me I replanted my wheat field. Oh, I did not. Oh, I'm a fool. God damn it. Okay. Why is my game running like ass right now? What is happening? What on earth? Is it? Oh, it's probably that. Okay. Yeah, if I look this way. It is probably the iron situation and the villagers, isn't it? Yeah, let's... Okay, gentlemen. If you could... not a barrel, actually. They will grab that as a workstation chest. They shouldn't be able to get out. Yeah, just put it there. Yeah, that's probably not helping the frame rate situation, is it? Ah, well, I'm sure it's fine. Can deal with it. Okay, let's plant all of this. I really need to make a proper wheat farm in this world. I've had this since, like, day 2. I never actually bothered to make anything more official. I also, actually, I would quite like to... There's a mod which lets you, instead of having to break and replace crops, you just right-click them. And it auto-harvests them and replants the seed. Let's grab a bit of bone meal. Do I have more than that, actually? I got quite a few bones. Okay. We grab some seeds. Wait, don't I have a... Oh no, it's the wrong macro. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought I had a right click one. You know what, that'll do. We'll see how far 24 gets. It's probably not very. You know what? Why not? We'll make it 32. Then we can make a stack. I actually can't think. What is 32 minus 25? 7. Okay. I can do math. Mud plus wheat makes that. That makes that. That makes that. Okay. It's probably not enough. Well, it's not enough, but it'll do for now. Packed mud is actually kind of expensive. Can't lie. Don't love that. I've been kind of delaying this part, or like expanding in this world. Also, how's it going, Goni? Welcome on in. I hope you are well. I've been kind of avoiding certain things because I actually kind of don't really know what I want to do with the rest of the build. I'm anxious to expand. Have I done this in the wrong place? No. Goni works. Oh, I see. It's G. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not very smart today. I can't lie. I'm running on absolute fumes today. I can't lie with you. Whatever the opposite of neuron activation is, that's where I'm at today. Can't lie. Neuron deactivation. Yeah, G is good. That's you know, as Gunny, real. I feel like it's also, I don't know, I guess it does. I was gonna say sometimes Streamlabs doesn't like show names right as well. Like it just does it all lowercase or doesn't show caps. Or it didn't used to anyway. That's really irritating, by the way. I've got one little arch left, and I would have... Rage. It's all lowercase, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19. I can do that. Go past 64 a stack. This is Tom Simple Storage, so this isn't like a stack of 6,000. It's like a inventory interface. So it's reading from a bunch of chests. So my actual storage, all of it is in this chest. And then you attach this, and then it basically reads everything that's in the chests. And I also have this, a wireless terminal, which lets me open it from a distance. But normally you would have to go to the terminal to access it. God, it's very handy. This is like, I call it Vanilla Plus. Well, Vanilla Plus Plus, really, because of Tom's, but I really despise inventory management in this game. I just don't find it fun at all. So, any excuse to have to avoid it is a good one for me. I just like being able to have all my stuff. Like, I just want to play the game. I don't want to... It's not fun, right? When it's like, oh boy, I've got an hour to play Minecraft today. And, you know, what will I do? Will I, A, enjoy some time building my bridge? Or will I, B, spend 45 minutes of that rummaging through chests to find the materials, and then also when I'm done I have to spend another 2 hours putting it all away? It's just not fun. I don't mess with that. I ain't about that. So I'm gonna get a storage interface. I'm just gonna throw it all in. I'm gonna give me a search bar. So I want a pottery sherd. Done. Yeah. It's just makes inventory. Like, I want spruce stuff. So bam, 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 done. I don't have to go searching through 20 chests to find those. Or spend a million years putting it all away, so... That's rude. Hence, storage mod. But realistically, I think that's like... Fire was rude. Nah. It's alright. Fire, like... That's what them kids say, innit? Something's fire, it's good. We take those. I'm old. I'm not even that old. I keep getting bullied at work for being old, because I'm like the second oldest person there now. And I'm not even that old. Feels bad. Don't explode. Oh, you dick. Hit with a flame out? Yeah. You ruined my beach. My very bad plain gravel beach. I can't even remember how to build this, man. Sure, we'll do that. Coarse dirt. There we go. Sure. That there. Yeah, screw it, that'll do. I don't need to finish this beach as well. Like, make it detailed like this one, but I don't have it in me. Anyway, bridge is done. I wanted to get that done. Just because it makes my life easier to go over to each side. But I want to make some custom trees. I don't know if I'm actually going to put them in the world today, or unless we find some good ones that I've got stashed somewhere. Hello, Asset Library. What goodies do you have for me today? Like, these are fine, but I think these are too big. I like these redwoods that I used in the other world. But... I don't want to do these again. They're a real pain to build. So much acacia wood. So much copper. It's not a good time. Also, azalea leaves and acacia leaves are really annoying to harvest, and I don't want to deal with that. They do look good, though. I'm thinking, like, just maybe, like, this kind of thing. But I don't know if these are too plain. But your knees, ankles, and back, unironically, this is some fucking Skeege lore right here. I went to the doctors yesterday, finally, after like 3 years of pain. I've got to go back next week to get tested for rheumatoid arthritis. I'm fucking 25, and I might already have arthritis, so I'm just gonna be in a wheelchair by 40, I guess. Shit sucks, man. I was talking to the doctor, and he was like, yeah, this is... You tick all the boxes for this, but it's really weird. You're so young. This is not normal. I was like, I know. That's why I'm here. Do you really think I would be here if it wasn't for good reason? It's like, brother, this is the first time I've been to the doctors in about 6 years. And the only time before that was because I broke my bones and I had to go. Do you really think I would be here if I didn't have to be? I could be dying and still not go to A&E. I'm getting distracted. What kind of trees do I want? I don't know. I do like these. But this is just the tree. Like, this tree is what those were based off. I just changed the blocks. In fact, I do have... Yeah, this is what I used the redwoods on. I also stole this build. I don't just want to, like, rebuild this. Because I've already stolen this part of the build. Maybe, like, was there anything in the old base that I did that I like? Because I really liked this forest I did in the OG world. This was cool. But I'm not sure if I want to do that kind of forest again. I want to do something different. Minecraft custom pine forest. Pine tree bundle. I know you can't see this right now. Patreon free. It's not a free download though, is it? If it's on Patreon, free download. But I've got a join to unlock. Yeah. Okay, £3. That's not free. Get fucked. Fuming. I hate when they do that. Free download if you subscribe. It's not free then, is it? I think I actually... Maybe not on this tree map. Is it this one? Might be some good stuff over here. Purple and black leaves. I don't even know if I have the blocks for that, to be honest. These are okay, but they're a bit... Well, not really... Oh, spruce tree somewhere over here. They're also really small. This is more like it, but... The problem with this map in particular, that I got it from, is it really irritates me when you get maps like this, which people have built, but they build it with debug commands, which is already annoying. Fine. But when they place in leaves, they don't make them persistent. So that as soon as you actually place in a schematic or like copy anything, all the leaves just instantly despawn because they're not actually connected to anything and they've not been made persistent. Like, the only reason this tree is intact is because it's got a log through the middle. But like anything else, like all of these trees just don't have any leaves on anymore because they weren't made with persistent leaves. And it's really frustrating because like these are really good designs and I really want to use them. Trees, redwoods. Let's make a new category. Pines. Pine 1, trees, pines, save. Wait, can't I? I can move that entire box, actually, can't I? What button is it? Is it shift? No. It's not control. I swear there was a button to move the entire bounding box without changing the shape of it. Point 2. I think if we get 3, that should be okay then. Maybe a smaller one? This might be different, actually. Maybe from a different set. You look pretty good down here. Maybe if we switch your leaves out to spruce. Painter. Active block, we want spruce leaves. Cool. Okay, that looks like I got them all. What is the tallest natural tree? You probably want, like, I mean, you can make custom trees. Like, it's literally what I'm doing. But if you want, like, just a generic Minecraft tree, probably a jungle or a double tall spruce. Like, because there's a few trees which you plant as a 2x2. So, like, a regular spruce tree is like that. Or you can do a 2x2 and it grows a massive one with a bit of podzol at the bottom. Same with the jungles. But jungles are generally a bit more annoying. But yeah, you probably want like a double spruce or jungle. But that's as big as they come naturally. You would likely be better off building your own. Which isn't too bad. Just depends how big you want the base to be. Less branches? Yeah. I also I don't know why this has just reminded me of that. I think it was the spruce made me think of it. I've been slowly cooking up a plan. There's mods now which let you change the world height. I've been thinking about making a map, right? I want to make peak in Minecraft. Or maybe, like, actually, to be fair, each level could be, if it's a super flat, what, you got, like, 300 blocks? And you just do some command stuff. You make each stage its own thing, and then teleport between them. No, that's the wrong one. We want Mung 2. I've been thinking about it, making a map, a parkour map of Peak themed. Because I've been really enjoying that game lately. Righto. What am I here for? I need to load schematics. Load. Pines. Material list. I didn't even get a schematic of that tree I changed. That's just spruce and spruce leaves. What about the other one? Same again. So I just need spruce leaves and wood, which I've got the wood already. Let's get a hoe. You know, I might actually go enchant this thing. I haven't really, ain't got anything else going on with it. I would actually quite like it to be soak touch, to be fair. I could also do a fortune one for getting saplings, actually. Because I'm still struggling for certain saplings, like jungles. They're such a low drop rate. It's actually kind of painful. What am I doing? I need one of those. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need efficiency. Yeah. Unbreaking is over here. I don't have enough of those. Uh-oh. Emerald. Do I have books? No. Great. Brilliant. Yeah, this little village area has been my project. Doing all this tree stuff is me taking a break from this because I've spent so long down here recently. It's getting quite painful. Okay, they can go in there. So, both of these. Let's line them up. Efficiency, unbreaking on both. Yes. We want one silk touch, which is here. One with fortune, and both with mending. That is the last of those, so we'll grab a couple more. Fortune is here. Cool. Okay, I want to grab a couple more mendings. Yeah, I literally have every single enchanted book that you can get from villagers here. It's great. Absolutely agonizing to do, because I've also cured them all down to 1 emerald per trade, which took fucking ages. I wonder, is there a statistic for villagers cured? I wonder. Total villagers, what is there? 1,500. I know there's a traded with villagers 6,000. Yeah, that scans. I don't think there actually is a villagers cured statistic. Huh, that's surprising. Seems like the kind of thing there would be on there. Zero fishing? Yeah, I've not done any fishing. Huh. 156. I've actually traveled more by boat than I have by walking. That's insane. I've traveled very far on boats in this one. I guess my nether tunnels would count for that, wouldn't they? Because it's like 2 kilometers just to fucking go anywhere and back. So I'm getting like 4 kilometers by boat just by going to places in the nether. So I imagine that number is going to be large in the future. Distance by horse, not that far. I don't really use the horse that much, although I do want to. 108 interactions with brewing stands. That probably tells you a lot about how much I've done. In fact, I should be able to, if I go on items, right, times used. Golden apples should be on there. Yeah, let's go from about here. Golden apples, golden apples, golden apples. Because I feel like this should come under used, right? I don't think so. I've definitely not used like 3,000 of them. What have I killed? Let's see. I'm curious about my statistics. Yeah, that's really embarrassing, that is, actually. That's really funny. Zombies killed me once, yeah. I'm so irritated that I died the way I did to the Ender Dragon. It's so funny. It was the dumbest reason. Like, I was... In the end, I was fighting the dragon, and I thought, you know what? Let's put shaders on. Let's make it look nice while we're doing this. 10, same both ways. Ooh, 8. Okay. And I was like, you know what? We'll make it look nice. 19 and 70. Ugh, so expensive. Make it look nice while we're fighting the dragon. Game froze whilst turning the shaders on. But it's still running in the background, even if it's frozen for me. So when I eventually tabbed back in, the game went Super Saiyan, and I just fucking insta-died to the dragon's, like, fire breath, purple ball magic crap. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. That's what I get for just standing in the open to turn my shaders on. Oh, I should have named it while I did it. Whoops. You know what? No, I'm not gonna rename, actually. 19 for that. Need a new anvil. Yeah, it's fine. Iron ain't a problem in this world. The lag machine, I mean the iron farm, is doing God's work. That being said, I haven't checked on it in a while. I should probably go and do that. Because last time I was over there, I installed some new crafter technology. And truth be told, I don't even know if it works. I could have 700,000 iron pressure plates in that chest. Because I messed up my redstone. I didn't think to check it. Probably a foolish move. Let's go find out. Also, thank you for the follow. It is appreciated. Oh, no, it has been working. Excellent. Fantastic. That is so much iron. Holy. Yeah, this thing works. Come to think of it. Oh, what button is it? Oh no. What's the J? Yeah, there we go. Probably didn't need 4 of these. Probably could have got away with just the 1. If it was chunk loaded. But funny in it. Who doesn't love a bit of overkill? And the funny thing is, that's not even going to be the final boss of my iron farm designs. It's going to get so much worse. I'm so excited. But I'm not, because it's going to be a misery to build, but... funny. I have plans for the iron shenanigans. That iron farm is barely anything. Compared to what I want to make, that's child's play. A shulker box of iron? Nothing. In fact, how many iron ingots is a shulker box of iron? It is, so it's 64 times 9. So 576 for a stack. So 576 times 27. So a shulker box of iron blocks is 15,500 ingots. How many shulker boxes would 1 million iron be? Let me save that number, actually. 1 million divided by that. 64 shulker boxes. That's actually not that much. That's less than I thought it was going to be. That's about a double chest of iron blocks in shulkers. That's doable. That's doable. My goal for my iron farm is to make it absurd enough that I can have 1 million iron ingots. That is my goal. 1 million iron and I will be satisfied. Now, technically it is possible with my current farm. It would just take quite a while. What am I here for? What am I here for? Getting spruce leaves. And bed. Should I... I feel like I should go further out if I want to harvest for leaves. I don't want to ruin my natural area. You know what? I actually really like this bridge. I wasn't sold at first when I built it in the test world. I thought, you know what? It's not that big. I'm just going to build it in the world, see how I feel about it. But no, I really like it now. It looks good. It's not quite the vibe I was going for. But I couldn't... With the blocks available in this game, the diagonals are very difficult to work with. And I couldn't create the shape I wanted to with the blocks this game has to offer. Like, that was the best I could do, really. It still looks good, so I'm not complaining. But it's not quite where I wanted it to be. Now, if I was playing Create and I could have my mechanical bearings shenanigans happening, oh boy. The frame rate would be very poor. Flat with a fence post and a torch. I mean, you know, it's functional. If we go... Oh, you know what? There's an island here. Hello, island. Where are they? There you are. Prepare to have your leaves removed. I have a single ender pearl left. Okay. Not ideal. Can't lie. And I missed. Brilliant. Alright, fair enough. Do I have ladders? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to be really careful not to shift while using the axe here. So I will accidentally tree-capitate the trees. Oh, okay. Down I go. I don't know. Spruce leaves are either an absolute joy to gather, or they are the most miserable experience you will ever have. And it entirely depends on how much you need. Like, you get one of these big trees, which has leaves all the way down. Excellent. Joyous. Wonderful. You get one that only has a smattering at the top, and then you have to cut down an entire tree afterwards. Ugh. Misery. I don't even know how much of this I actually need. How much do I need for one of these trees? And one. Like 4 stacks, okay. I want to get enough to make maybe like 3 of each. 4 and 2, something like that. So I probably want a full inventory's worth. One tree, yeah. I really need to go and get shulker boxes too. Like, that's something I desperately need. I don't want to become over-reliant on the storage system because I know I am going to be switching it out for a manual one later on. So I don't want to become over-reliant on Toms, but yeah. So I kind of need shulker boxes to deal with that. I just haven't got around to it yet. Well, actually, to be fair, given how the last end expedition went, yeah. I actually think it's been like a week since I last streamed, to be fair. I think the last stream was the disaster one, where everything went wrong. I am still a little bit salty about that one, I can't lie. Because not only had it been, like, at that point, I think I had like 1.5 days of playtime. So that's already like 40 hours of playtime. And I died once. And it was like right in the beginning. It had been like 30 hours since I died. And then I died 3 times in the space of an hour. To just the dumbest stuff. I died to the Ender Dragon because I decided I wanted shaders and my game froze. And I just got monged. Then it was the infamous, I bet I can Ender Pearl over that gap. Lo and behold, Skeege has fallen into the void and lost everything. And then the Wither. When I thought, yes, quick side tangent, let's go get a beacon. For this Dervish terminal. How'd that work out for you, buddy? Skeege withered away. I'm sure it was very entertaining for people to watch. It wasn't very entertaining for me. I was molded. I actually didn't think I was going to make that jump. That's really surprising. Okay, what are we up to? So that's 9, 4, 13. And a bit stacked. So that's like 3 trees. Yeah, that'll do. I'll come back and get the rest later. I actually can't even remember which way it is back. I think it's this way. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I keep meaning to do this. Where is it? On-screen bits. You. No, I don't want to move me. I would like to move this. I'm moving the music bot because I always forget to turn off the minimap. There we go. So I might as well make it a little bit smaller. That's a little bit too small. Put it like there. Yeah. Because I always forget to turn off the minimap, and then it annoys me when it's not there. And that way y'all can see the minimap and the music thing, and they're not overlapping overlapping each other. I won't come back? I probably will. Whenever I play this game, I tend to have, like, designated spots for, like, certain resources. Like, if I need to mass gather, like, dirt or leaves or something, I'll just elect, like, this forest is the sacrificial oak leaf forest. Like, and normally it's pretty far away, so, like, I don't have to see it from my base. I just have a lot of areas of the world which are just designated as, like, a natural disaster is going to hit here. AKA me with my shovel and 8 shulker boxes that will leave us 8 shulker boxes of sand and or leaves and or dirt and or grass. Also, Phoenix, how's it going? And that is one such area. For example, where is it? Savannah biome. You will see a large amount of squares cut out of the terrain. This was a plains biome. It is now a plains biome with significantly less grass and dirt in it. Am I? I'm alright. I can't lie, I'm dying a bit today. I am ill and sleep deprived, but alas. Man is off work, which means stream time. And Minecraft time. Make a couple of them. Couple of them. I don't think there was any of these, but I'll make them anyway. Maybe some fence, actually, as well. And then we need to just strip a ton of logs. Ugh, I hate doing this. You know what? I'm gonna make... Do I make a contraption? A doohickey, if you will. I think so. I require a dropper. One. Well, several hoppers, probably. Some storage. At observer. Some noodle rope. Supplies. And a red... No, it's not that. It's... And copper bulb. Sure, we'll take a waxed one. This is a patented Skeege doohickey, by the way. I don't remember how to build it, so this is going to be fun. So, we have... what do we want? We want a piece of obsidian, first of all. Crying obsidian, why not? So this is where we place our log. We have our dropper. Not there. We'll put it... Sure, it can go there. And barrel. For output. Okay. And barrel here for more input. And then we have... At observer. Oh no, I've built my doohickey too close to the roof. Shit. Okay. Ignore that. That's gonna go there instead. Into a copper bulb. Okay. So the plan is that's gonna have logs in. We'll place this. It'll get stripped. And that's going to flip this on and off. Yeah. I might actually need to go and have a look at how the other doohickey worked. I think this'll work, right? It just needs to do that. So if I load this up with logs, I need to take a couple, put these in my offhand. Also block out this area. Block off that hopper. It in fact has not worked. Okay. Oh, right. They're going straight into the hopper below. So this barrel needs to be there. Right. And I shouldn't have broke that hopper because that's really annoying to replace again. That goes to there. Yes. Redstone. Now we put that in my offhand. Bruh. Alright, time to go look at the other thingamadoo. Lung online. Right. Log Stripinator, where you at? Here it is. How does this work? Literally the same, though. Huh? Because, like, in this one... Wait, I can literally show you how it's supposed to work. So you put this in your offhand. You stand here and you go... You see it auto fills my offhand? I can just keep stripping. Is it... I'm very confused. So this is literally just an observer, a bulb, a thing, and then it loops back around. Unless maybe that's one of those weird situations where it works on a server because of the lag, but not on a single player. So if we change this, put that there. That up there. That goes into there. That goes there. Wait, is it because it's also going into itself? Like it's doing the funny? The subtraction shit? I think it might be. Does that work? There we go. The thingamadoo is working. And then I just hit the old F3T. Take my hands off the keyboard. Excellent. And now I can go to the toilet and leave this running. So I'll be. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Oh well. Right, let me nudge my chair back in. And then... Ow. Right, we're in. Yeah, this is why I wanted that piece of obsidian there. Although probably... It might actually still work. Hang on, let me adjust this. If we put the obsidian there... It's going to be kind of awkward, but it should work. Like, if we do that... Put... that into the bulb. That can go there. If we just run that around and then also run it into itself, that should function the exact same. Oh, it also broke immediately. Okay. Great. Yeah, it's not a perfect system. I think, like, every third log, I lose one because of the timing of the redstone system, because technically this system works by firing on every second activation. Because it's like, the observer goes, pings the trapdoor, pings the bulb, which turns on, which powers the dropper, and then the second ping turns it off again, which does nothing, and then toggles. But the logs I place, strip, and then break, which is 3 activations of the observer. So it is like every third one I'm losing out on a log in my hand. So unless I can find a way to ping it every third time, it's kind of awkward, but it'll do. It's good enough. And it mostly works. And for an absolutely awful contraption as it is, you know, I'll take that. It just makes mass stripping a bit easier. Did these schematics actually, do they want wood or logs? They want wood. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Do they need fences and trapdoors? Because I can get rid of those. If not, tier list slabs and stairs. Slabs and stairs. Okay, so I don't need any of this stuff. They can go. Righto. So we need, first of all, a stick. Bam. And then pine one. Load. Let's go all placement. Oh, why did I make the schematics so big? The fuck? Problem is, I've got to be quite smart with where I put these. Maybe across a couple blocks, maybe back a bit. Every tree needs to be placed. Yeah, that works. With... like, I can't really just do them randomly. They do require a bit of thought. Oh, that's nice. An easy place. I can get the weird cheaty stairs. Ooh, I like that. You can't do that in servers. Doesn't let you. In single player it does. Okay. I like that a lot. Yeah, building these trees also, the only reason I'm realistically able to build custom forests without overwhelmingly negative feelings is because of Easy Place. Like, being able to just do this and just hold the button and place everything without having to, like, you know, use a ton of temporary scaffolding. Like, these are floating blocks. They would be really annoying to place. If I had to do that manually, like, for example, this, I'm going to have to go, Whereas with Easy Place, I just go, oh, I see your floating block, and I just go, done. It's great. I love it. Though I would love to know how many custom trees I built in this game. Seems to be all I do recently. But they do look good. Yee. Yeah, they're gonna look real good in this place. I like them a lot. I don't love the spruce stem. I can't lie. I might change that out, maybe to dark oak, because, you know, a lot of our builds here are using spruce wood. It does kind of blend in. The leaves look fine, because obviously we're going to... Basically every naturally generated tree here is going to go. There is not going to be a single naturally generated tree in the build when it's done on this island. It's all going to be custom. So like, all of these are going to go, so you can ignore them. But yeah, I think a different stem color is going to do a world of good to help them stand out against the builds. So we might have to do something with that. Let's pop down then. Paste you, grab you. Put you there. So yeah, the leaves I'm happy with, keeping it as just spruce. Can I do it with this? Probably, yeah. Painter. If we say, I don't know, we'll try a couple of different options. We'll go first of all with this. Yeah. Go painter again, and then what is something else we could do? We could also do maybe like a grey stem. Oh, even cherry. I don't hate it. You know what? I don't hate it. It's kind of like a purple. Well, it is very purple, actually. Maybe if it was a bit darker. Nah. Maybe not. Like acacia wood could also work. Like a grey sort of stem. Let me just look at pine trees on Google real quick. Pine trees. What sort of colour are their stems? So they're like a browny red. I know y'all can't see my screen right now, but they are kind of like a browny sort of colour. Browns, reds, greys. Let's think. What kind of browny red colours are there in this game? Mangrove. That's gonna be a real bitch to gather though. Oh, but it does look so. It looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, that's gonna be so irritating though. No, don't do this to yourself, Skeej. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Fuck. Okay. And then we could even bring in some red. Oh. Oh, but it looks so good. Man. Maybe we'll go for something that isn't mangrove, though. Just so... Ooh, hello, jungle. Hello. Okay. I think any... Realistically, I think any colour of wood is going to work here. Dark oak is actually also quite good. Ooh, I do like this. Ooh, I like it a lot. I think dark oak wins. Yeah, dark oak wins. I thought it might. Any more spruce slabs hiding in here? Just down at the bottom. Okay, I don't love those stairs. In fact, I don't really love any of that. I kind of like it just like this. Just quite a flat stem, and then maybe at the bottom we do a bit of shaping. Oh, no, shelves actually. Nah, that looks bad. Oh, whoops. I always forget when I'm on replace mode in Axiom. The fences are okay. Don't love them. Maybe if we did like a bit of just some more blocks at the bottom. That's better. Okay, it's kind of too chunky. Me. Me. Maybe we just add it. Yeah, actually that looks pretty good there. Yeah, I like that a lot more. I really do like that. It's just so much work to replace them. Oh, and I don't want to do it now. Oh, I don't want to get mangrove wood. I don't want to get mangrove wood. It's so annoying. Then again, it's not actually that much, right? I mean, how many logs is it per tree? It's like a half stack. Probably get that of like 1, maybe 2 trees. Like it's actually not awful on the wood economy. Like it's doable. If I'm gonna make 20 trees, that's what, 10 stacks of logs. I can get that in a couple of minutes, really. It's annoying to gather mangrove, but that's pretty doable. It's alright. Also, cabbages. How's it going? It's not a bad idea. Okay. We'll paint the mangrove in there. Bust out all the stairs. Dark oak slabs. And we can just place them all on here. And we'll run with this for a bit. Oh, whoops. I wish there was an easy way to swap all the... Wait, there is an easy way. Hang on a minute. I'm stupid. Kill command. fill from here to up here. Dark oak slab. Type top. Replace spruce slab. Type top. And then we just change that to type bottom. Join Bedrock. I unfortunately do not like the Bedrock edition. I am very much a Java player through and through. I don't really know how to feel about the wall stuff. I don't love it. I actually, I got really wound up on a stream last week talking about it, actually. It was really funny. I went on a whole spiel. I got real mad about it because it was like... It does just kind of seem like something the devs have added. Because they were like, hey, so we want to make these little campfire POIs, right? And... Oh, I fucked this up. Undo. I keep forgetting how Axiom works. Like, they wanted to make these little POIs for campfires, but they were like, it looks bad with full blocks, so what do? We just add stairs and slabs for wall, because we want it. It doesn't actually feel like something anybody wanted. It was just like, hey, we need something to make our thing look not shit. Even though, like, little campsites built with wall blocks look perfectly fine on their own. No, wrong button. There we go. You know what? I can probably make those little trees myself. I don't even need schematic flows. Right, so manager, let's go into trees, pines. Let's delete these because we don't need them anymore. Pine, stick. Also, Marco, how's it going, man? Wait, do I not have a... What? Pine 1. My brain is not on it today, I can't lie. Configure, save, pine, save. Cool. I'll move over to this one. Does mean it made that whole, like, stripping machine for no reason, but oh well. Okay. In we go. I'm gonna have to tear down this tree I've just built. Again, oh, that's the wrong build. Whoops. Redo it with mangrove. Which, of course, I have no mangrove. What do I? Let's have a look. 18. It's not enough. God damn it. Alright. Off to the mangrove we go. Oh, hello, horse. I will ride you there. Through the portal. I have quite the intention as well in this world to not use an elytra at all. So he gone, yeah. I will admit there is quite a lot of people that come into streams just because they want something. The amount of people I get coming in and it's like, hey, do you want to join my SMP? And I'm like, no, not really. I don't know you. I feel like people coming into your stream chat and asking like, people coming into your stream chat and being like, hey, can I join? Do you want to join my SMP? Is like, it's the equivalent of white van men on the street, you know? It's like, hey kids, you want some candy? A Mojang dev asked me. I highly doubt that, to be honest. Like, to be honest, would Mojang really join a random stream and ask you about what I build with the unreleased things? Let's be real. Isn't out here? Yeah, but yeah. Seems a bit sketch, don't you think? Look at him. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Chief. Seems sketch. Okay, I mean, it's probably mod, right? I don't trust that, personally. So you go back to lurking? No problem, dude. I appreciate the lurk. I do appreciate that Tree Cavitator works on Mangrove Wood. However, I do wish it did take down the roots with it, to be honest. I wish I could grab it, like, at the roots and do the whole thing. It would make my life so much easier. Because half of it's just going to land on top of these, right? Yes, it's the whole thing. Let's grab this one. I think that'll do. Do the command on him. I mean, yeah. I don't really want to do it. I can't lie. See a mod. I mean, that's what I mean. It's probably something somebody's made but not released. Like, kind of a weird thing to do. And you know what? If it was real, and I've just bungled something like that, so be it. I don't really care that much. I can't lie. I just want to build my trees. Also, I'm curious whether ice boats actually show up in the boat travel statistics. So what are we on now? We're on 159.68. 159.68. Head back and then check it again. I want to see if it does actually count. Pretty sure it will. Doesn't. I mean, it would make... I don't see why it wouldn't. Like, I don't feel like... I feel like it would just be distance traveled whilst inside a boat, right? Not... It would be weird if it tracked if the boat was specifically on water. Because if I've traveled 160 kilometers by boat, I've traveled a lot. I don't think it's that much. Not more than I've walked, for sure. The fact that I've only walked 140 and gone 170 by boat, I haven't traveled that far. And if I have, then good lord, what have I been doing? Oh, I actually threaded the needle. Look at that. Right, what are we on? What were we on before? I've immediately forgot. 159.68. Okay. Distance by boats. 161.58. So it does track ice boats. Yeah. Yeah, that's like 2 kilometers, that thing. Neat. Didn't think it would. Alright, I got a Margaret wood. And we also need dark oak, which I have. Cool. Oh, I left the horse behind. Whoops. Really need to move my portal closer to the house, because the amount of times I run back and forth. God, I also need to sort those villages out. The red thing? Yeah, I did know about that one, actually. I saw that creeper there, and I would like for him to not explode my house. There we go. And sleep. Right, okay, so Pine 1, let's get you loaded in. Back to all mode, and grab a stick. Bam. Let's get this. I think I've grabbed the wrong one, you know. I think I've grabbed the wrong tree. Oh well, it's fine. Turn off rendering, and then we gotta get up there. That'll do. And we need the Silk Touch hoe. Couple of extra leaves. Wait, I don't need this. I have a literal tower I can jump off of. I must admit, one of the things I do really like about this build is the fact that it's got the 2 exits. Like, I've got the stairs as the main entrance, but there's also that ladder, which is actually surprisingly helpful. Right, is that all the leaves? I believe it is. Oh, well, I'm going down anyway. Okay. I was going to say not going to go down yet. I'll grab the trunk while I'm here, but yeah, we're going back up. I will admit, though, this isn't the best staircase in the world. You do kind of have to, like, as you go up, you have to hug the opposite side. Otherwise, you get caught on the... you get caught on the shelves. It's not very efficient, I'll give it that. But it looks good. Oh yeah, once you get like the knack of running up those stairs, it's actually fine, honestly. Okay, so that's that gone. And then if we toggle all back on, material list, yeah, I've got everything, cool. Back to single layer and set here, and we are off to the races. I'm hoping the mangrove wood, I know it's still kind of brown, but I'm hoping it'll be different enough that the brain will form words. It'll be different enough that it stands out from the actual builds, like being spruce. Like, I know I do technically have dark oak in this as well, so that's not going to help. But the fact that it's majoritively spruce, I think. Should hopefully be enough. Also, you know, just building out mangrove wood in general, I just like torturing myself. What, last time it was acacia leaves and now it's going to be mangrove wood? Ugh. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. That looks great. We could do with maybe, like, throw a couple fence gates or something underneath the branches, just to, like, thicken them up a bit. Let me just take a couple of them. I'll have to edit the schematics again if I do this, but not done. Like, maybe under these big ones, if we just did like something like that. Yeah, that will definitely pad it out a bit more. I'll experiment with that later, though. I'm not gonna worry too much about it now. I can always go back through and add it afterwards. Have I got enough leaves to do another one? No. Now I do. Okay. So we got pine 1 before. Let's do a pine 2. We'll put this one on this side. I don't know, actually. Where do we want this one? I feel like it's going to look weird if it's there. Let's try it. One. So we'll put one like... I don't know. I need to do some tree chopping. We probably want one here to like frame in the tower. I'm kind of... So the purpose of this world is I want to get better at my world building and stuff. And one of the main ideas that I'm kind of working with is I want to work on sight lines. So rather than try to perfect every angle of a build, we'll work off a few key sightlines. Like right here, this is a sightline. You know, facing the tower, we're going to have it framed either side by trees, the bridge there. Here we got the beach. That's one of them. Another one would probably be here, right next to the bridge. Like as we come over, we want this to open up. On the left, we've got the tower, maybe something down this way, another point of interest down here somewhere that you can see through the tree line. Basically, it's going to be a game of placing the trees in ways that feel dense, so it feels dense like a forest would be, but also leaving spaces for points of interest to be visible through the tree lines. Or to do the opposite, and if we say we don't want this tower to be visible by something over there, we position the trees so it's not visible until you reach a certain sight line, like a certain bend in the road where you turn the corner and it's there. Like that's the kind of thing I want to get used to doing. Like right here, once you kind of start stepping over the bridge, you know, you don't really see anything here. Maybe you get to this point and you look down this way, you see down the path, and then bam, there's something there. But if you're looking at it from here, you can't see it because it's hidden by the tree line. That's kind of like the vibe I want to go for. And like same with this cave, you don't see it from this way. So we'd have a bunch of stuff here, so you come down here and then you turn and bam, cave. Whereas this way, you'll have an opening in the sight line, so you're down here, you can look here and see, oh, there's something down there. I kind of started doing that in the old world, but didn't really do a good job of it. I ended up just kind of throwing trees down, and it didn't look great. It did look good, but not as good as I wanted it to. Anyway, I believe that's probably going to do me for today. My voice is going, and I am quite hungry. So I think I'm going to head out. I'm going to spend a bit more time in creative and make a couple more tree templates. Maybe fiddle around with adding some extra details, like the fence gates and stuff. But I don't want to go too crazy because we're probably going to end up building, like, you know, this is a big island. We're probably going to have to build like 100, 200 trees on this thing. So I don't want them to be awful. Yeah, I'm gonna have a play around. We'll make maybe some even bigger ones, maybe some smaller ones, like a couple of points of interest, like some boulder formations, some bush formations. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anywho, peace out, fellas. In a bit.